the city of Scottsdale. We have some of the very best facilities in the state. We've put 31% into our salary schedule for our coaches over the past 7 years after going 8 years with zero. And in 2022, we had $81 million awarded to our student athletes in scholarships. One of the best kept secrets in Scottsdale is our middle school sports offerings. For our 9 middle schools, we offer 4 seasons that are broken into 2 tiers. Tier 1 is a no-cut season, and all kids participate in a Saturday festival, which will be next Saturday. After our festivals, the teams are cut into a JV and varsity, and they play against each other in a competitive season. Those sports at our middle schools are in quarter 1, baseball and volleyball. In quarter 2, soccer, softball, and basketball. Quarter 3, basketball, flag football, and cross country. And in quarter 4, we do track and field. In a moment, we'll allow you some time to meet with our coaches and athletes, but first we want to allow our coaches to introduce their players. And first up, I'll introduce Arcadia, which is Coach Ray Brown. Coach Brown's coming off a 12-0 season, semifinal loss to Yuma Catholic, and an amazing season last year. Coach Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Slater. Here with our football team, we have our senior kicker, Garrick Heil, senior free safety, strong safety, Logan Connolly, and our quarterback, Braylon Rooney, all seniors.
Chaparral High School won the 6A state championship in 2000 and was runner-up in 2021. Doug Neesenson, head coach, looking forward to a good season.
To my right here, starting from the far right, we've got all 3 of these guys actually are 3-year starters and seniors and captains for us. On the far right is tight end receiver Gavin Mesa. In the middle here is our one of our top tackler from last year returning, Justin Fisher, and then our top corner from last year coming back as well as Jordan Williams right here to my right.
Coronado High School has a storied history in football, champions in '76. Coach Rick Benjamin bringing us back to the glory days.
Okay, here on my far left, I have Mateo Casarubias. He's our anchor for our offensive line, defensive line. Then in the middle, we have Dylan Cruz, who is our captain and a 4-year player here for varsity, running back and linebacker. And then on my closest here to me is Nicholas Vinalstein. He's our quarterback and free safety.
Desert Mountain, we have our longest standing head coach, Conrad Hamilton, the only school last year that wasn't a 6A school to play in the open. And here's Conrad Hamilton.
Good afternoon, everyone. To my right is number 21, Lucas Blumling. He'll be a 2-way starter for us this year. Will be a 3-year starter as well. Great in the classroom as well, and will be just recently committed to the Northern Arizona University. In the middle is Bryce Herges. Bryce Herges is a dual sport kid, but also he's a dual threat quarterback for us. He'll be QB number 1 this year. He's getting recruited by several schools. Also excellent in the classroom, and will do a great job for us this year. And then lastly is our big offensive tackle, Big Bryce Hevesy, just recently committed to West Point. As you can see, he's excellent in the classroom. Will be a 2-year starter. Used to play baseball. All 3 of these guys are senior captains for us, and we're just looking forward to an awesome year.
Thanks, Coach. 14-time state champion, Saguaro High School. Last year, 6A state champion, and first-year head coach, Darius Kelly.
Thank you. To my left here, senior captain, a dual sport athlete, Mason Whitaker, 3-year starter, great leader in our team. Happy to have him. Garrett Martin, this will be here. He's a 3-year starter, captain, recently committed to University of Kansas. Another great leader in the classroom, on and off the field. Elias Johnson, senior running back, linebacker, great leader on and off the field. Happy to have him here, part of our program. Let's do this.
All right. Thank you, coaches. Before we have you all speak with our coaches and our players, a couple thank yous is to our superintendent, Scott Menzel is here. Thank you, Scott, for being here. Tremendous supporter of athletics from the very top of our organization. Our newest partner in crime and athletics, Mr. James Pescator. Welcome, James. The Coronado Pep Band with director Brett Bell, as well as the cheerleaders coached by Kelsey Kinsey. Thank you to them very, very much. And our biggest host with the most is Coronado High School. We lean on you guys all the time for our middle school track meets. Uh, Really appreciate Principal Melinda Splittick, Athletic Director Robert Villa, Tony Perea in maintenance, who makes all this stuff happen, and John Rivera, who's part of the program as well. So thank you to Coronado High School. Our communications department with Mr. Victor Bobbitt here last night helping me set up. Thank you so much. And Miss Nancy Norman in the back on her phone. Oh, hey, Nancy. And our ADs, which are the most important part of our program because they have to deal with everything, and that's at Arcadia, Drew Ammon. Thank you, Drew. Chaparral, Jack Bagley. And Coronado High School, Robert Villa, who I just mentioned, Desert Mountain, Steven Cervantes, and at Saguaro, Matt Harris. So thank you all. So of course, we want to maximize the amount of time that you all can visit with our teams. If you be respectful, of course, and try and hit all of our teams at one point or another. We've scheduled the room until 2:30. Release is, I think, at 2:45, or is it 2:35? 2:30, 2:30. So if you want to beat the traffic, maybe 2:15, but feel free to mingle about, enjoy the time conversing with our athletes and our coaches. And thank you all again for being here, and have fun. Thank you.
I'm Garrick Heil. I'm the class of 25, and I kick and punt for Arcadia.
Team goals this year?
Our team goal is to win the 4A state championship, and my personal goal is to just make all of my kicks and give us great field positioning.
Same year and position.
My name's Logan Conley. I'm class of 2025, free and strong safety at Arcadia. So some of our goals this year is 14 games. So we want to get to Tempe Town Lake and play in that big old stadium. That's
Coming off the last semifinal, goals in the off season. How are things looking as you prep for this year?
we were just trying to rebuild with weightlifting. We're all in there getting work in, and looking at right now, I think we got a really good team, and I'm excited for this year.
First name, last name, year, and position.
All right, Braylon Rooney, class of 2025, and a quarterback.
Really? Last year?
Sir.
Surprised about the team, and now the expectations there. What kind of pressure do you feel on them?
There's not much pressure, honestly. I think that we're going to be a really good team, and we're going to show it this year. But even if people don't think it or they do think it, it doesn't matter. We're just here to play football, and we're going to win some games. So, what do you say? Sorry.
Key positions. You think this ball take quarterback out of the equation. Some other positions people look out.
Definitely our linebackers. They've improved a lot over the summer. With Camden Coyne, Pablo Javalera, who was first team all region. I think he was second team all state. And definitely our secondary, led by Logan, obviously. And you got a cornerback, Nick McCormick, and Jackson Crandall. Those guys are good. And our wide receivers, we lost a few seniors last year, but we have some guys that are juniors, going to be seniors this year. They're filling in tremendously. We're going to have a good year for sure.
Yeah, does it feel like that? Talk a little bit about the success of last season parlayed into the off season and what the expectation was this year.
Well, it's one of the biggest recruiting tools that we had success. We do it the right way, and we do it the right way, it'll attract the right people. And I think we've gotten some people that have never played football that have came on board, will be able to contribute to our football program and enhance the Arcadia High School campus.
You have a quarterback coming back. Other positions to kind of keep watch for this season.
Yeah, our back end, we got a safety, Logan Conley, who's very talented. Second level linebacker, Pablo Javalera, who's a second team all-state player, who small college kid. I think he's a great story who could come on campus, earn a degree, and play some college football. I think Logan is a college athlete. And we have a couple of other players at our offensive line position that are coming back that may be able to help us and give us a presence up front.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.
All right.
What's the optimism? What's the offseason work been like for you guys?
You know, I mean, it's been great to just watch our kids and how focused they've stayed and how committed they've stayed to working on the things we need to work on. There were a lot of things going on that we weren't able to impact or control. And, one of the hardest things about coming down in June, we had to jump right into football, and relationships is a difference maker as a coach in football and in all athletics. And so to not really have that opportunity made it hard. It took a long time to really get to know really get to know guys, and probably for them to get to know me too, because the focus had to be getting ready for the season. And we've been able to evaluate kind of our roster and our personnel and what fits us best and make changes based on that, which is something we didn't have a chance to do going into last year. And and then just kind of rebuilding the culture side of things, how we work in the weight room, and encouraging our guys to be leaders. And we've got some great leaders on this team and some great talent. And we've had a lot of seniors who played as freshmen and sophomores in this program come back out that chose not to play as juniors amidst everything that was going on. And that's been huge. I mean, I think we're 8 or 9 seniors back out who used to play in the program. Some of them had some varsity experience as sophomores, and so to add them in with guys like these 3 that I've got here, who are 3-year starters for us and captains, just a really tight knit group of kids. And we are a young team overall, but we've got a really good core of older guys, and we've had a couple guys transfer in. Senior receiver Alex Bowl has just been a great presence for us, as a leader, especially, but also as a receiver. And we've had a couple guys come in that have really just bought into what we're trying to do. And I think we all see the potential that exists there. And now that the many distractions that we had no control over, now that those elements aren't really a part of it anymore, it's just been kind of refreshing that we get to focus on, the work and the football and that type of stuff. So.
Thanks, Coach.
I'm Gavin Mesa, class of 2025. I am the tight end for Chaparral High School. Our expectations this year will be try to make a run at playoffs and hopefully have a chance at state. We're trying to build a good foundation for the upcoming class.
Same question.
Uh,
Last name, position, and expectations.
Justin Fisher, class of 2025, safety. Some expectations I have is I would agree with Gavin with the state championship. I think that's a big goal of ours. And I think setting a very strong foundation for the upcoming years to help lead our program in a successful trend is another expectation we have.
Jordan Williams, class of 2025, receiver and corner. My expectations are winning professionally, executing. Of course, if we do that, we're going to get what we get. We're going to make it to the playoffs. Hopefully, we go to state and we win professionally. Then a lot of teams are going to know that we're not just a team that went 2-8 last year, but we're a team that improved in every category, and that's what I expect for this team. Personal goals. I'm coming off an injury, so when I bounce back, I I not really like a stats person, more of like a leading type of goal. I just want to actually have fun and celebrate with my players, because like because last year it was more of like a player thing, but now I'm like these are actually my friends now, and I feel more welcome. So my expectation is just every time I go in, and every time I go into a game, I actually feel grateful that I'm on this team and I'm with my people. That's my expectation.
Um, some goals I have for myself is uh, to improve my leadership and be vocal with the team, help communicate, and also, just help the team in any way possible. Whatever I can do. If they need me on offense, go play offense, or if I need to go from safety to corner, just anything to help the team.
Coming off the tough season last year, how do you think that prepared you going into this season?
I think that's a very good, like, what's the word for it? Yeah, it's a very good motivator. It's going to help us bounce back. It's going to give us that extra thrive to help beat teams. And yeah, hopefully we'll see what we can do.
Casaribas Castro. I'm a senior, and I play offensive guard and D tackle. And my expectations for this year is to strive to win a game and stuff. And yeah, that should be it.
My name is Dylan Cruz. Year, right? 2025. I play running back and linebacker. Some team expectations is just try to get as good as we can, not give up, push as hard as we can. And my personal expectation is to get 100 tackles this year, as I was 27 short last year.
My name is Nicholas Van Alstyne, class of 2026, and I play quarterback. And some of my expectations this year is just for the team to not give up and stay together throughout the entire season. And then some of my own personal goals is just my own personal quarterback goals are like 1,000 passing yards, maybe something like that. So
Coach. So last season, what's the optimism? How's the group coming back? And what's the expectation this year?
Okay, well, the expectation for this year is the same every year because we're always trying to do the better, improve our record, improve our personnel, improve our personal goals. We've done quite well in that in the off season, trying to establish some sort of a new offensive and defensive format for us. We've lost a lot of players. We're going to be young this year, but we have a lot of potential in the future, and that's what we're really working toward.
My name is Bryce Hergis. I'm the quarterback this year at Desert Mountain High School. And obviously, we had a really good season last year, and I expect the same result this year. We got a lot of returning players and then some younger guys that can really help us this year. And I think record wise and just overall result, I'm hoping to be similar as last year. Play the same teams as that's how we did the schedule this year. So excited for some of the matchups that we had last year as well. So looking forward to having a good season.
Bryce Hevesy, offensive tackle at Desert Mountain. My expectations are I'm thinking I think we're gonna kill it this year. We have a lot of young talent. And I really think that with our senior leadership and a lot of returning players we have, I think we can really turn it on this year and bring these younger kids to what we've had in the past of dominating. And I'm expecting a lot from us, and I'm happy to see what we can do.
Lucas Bloomling. My expectations for our team this year. Every year, you go into the year looking for a championship, so I'm looking to go and compete for the 5A state championship. Our team has the players to do it. We have plenty of people that are capable of executing the plays and making plays that we have. So I'm expecting a lot from us this year. And despite what some people may think because of the people we lost, I think that we have a lot in the tank and that we'll be able to compete for the 5A state championship this year.
Off into the offseason and getting ready for this year, what's the mindset of the team?
Well, I mean, as far as the first question, was it deserved? I think we were probably the number one ranked team in 5A. The majority of the year last year, we had the toughest strength of the schedule in 5A last year. Hence, that's why they put us in the open because of the power rankings. We relished at the opportunity to have been the sixth seed and played an awesome team like Centennial. It was a competitive game, all the way until the end there, whatever. So I think we learned a lot from it, and our program's very proud of that accomplishment. Do we want a 5A state championship at some point in time throughout our tenure? Absolutely. Or we're building our program so we can have an opportunity to compete for a championship every single year, and that's what our outlook is. We're not talking championship. We just want to be you have the opportunity to win one. We like the guys we have coming back, and we're looking forward to the present, but also the future as well.
You're one of the few schools, big schools in the state of Arizona that plays the best Olympic kids no matter what on the field, two-way players.
Yes.
Lots of key ones.
We did.
How do you feel coming into this season?
Well, everybody, that was a big question. I think we kind of overachieved this summer. I know, spring ball was great this summer. On the 7-on-7 circuit, we did 3 tournaments: U of A, ASU, NAU. I think we played 21 games. We won 18 out of the 21. We won the U of A tournament. We beat Hamilton down there. All right, we're in the semifinals in 2 other tournaments. Our quarterback was playing very well. Our defense was flying around because we have a lot of guys that played. Our back 7, or a lot of those guys are returning. We just need to replenish the D line. And then we have some studs that play on the offensive side of the ball that can catch the ball, that are incoming 8th graders and freshmen that are going to be sophomores. So I think the future is bright at some of those positions. We just don't have any 6'6", 240-pound kids or any kids that run in 4-4, whatever, that their fathers played in the NFL for 14 years at defensive back. But otherwise, I like the group of guys that we have, and I think they're going to continue to work, and I think we'll be very competitive, and we'll have a chance to compete for a state championship this year. We just have to stay healthy. You bet.
Mason Whitaker, class 2025, receiver DB. And my expectations this year is obviously to win state. Like our senior year, I think we can do it with the team we got. Everyone's counting us out, but we still have a chance to do it.
So it's Garrett Martin, class of 25, defensive end, and my expectations for this year is obviously to win the state championship and obviously stay healthy and get ready for college.
Elias Johnson, class of 2025, running back. Expectations for this year is to win a state championship with all of our seniors, all of our team, and keep the Saguaro, just keep the legacy going.
Now, question for you. Yeah. So last season, we talked about the fact that schedule's the same. Yeah. It was a difficult schedule last season. They came out of it with a state title. Coming in, the mindset with this offseason, is it different than last year? Is it better? Is it the same? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I think every year you got to reevaluate, what your mindset is coming in. But I think the end goal is always going to be the same, right? Come in, you work hard, you take care of all the little things, and you come out with the expectations that you really want. So we're just excited to get back on the football field for one, and play and go against other teams that's not ourselves. So we're just excited to keep pushing this thing forward.